All right, so over here we have our airport and an airplane. Up there we have our dice, which we will get to later. There's our restaurant. We tried to add a title in there, but it didn't turn out so well. So there's our restaurant. There are actually people in the airplane, but I'm not going to bother showing you. Here's the back of our neighborhood. And then if we go over here, we have a park with a giant weeping willow. We got a Bugatti. And then here is our park. We got dice for fencing. We got trees. Now, like I was saying about the Bugatti is being chased by police. And there's the bottom dice of the Dice City. Then again, the plane. Then we have just regular old cars, and then the Bugatti being chased. Over here we have a fire. Because, why do we have a fire, Tyler?
Because we have this fire because this person forgot to pay taxes multiple times. So the government came and bombed the place.
Sucks to suck. All right, then there's our police car talking to a
pedestrian.
Yeah. And now here's our neighborhood. So you're going to notice soon that we have giant houses and mini houses. We have 3 different size or kinds of people on island. We have mini, medium, and regular. So over here is this big mansion. Rich people live there. We have just more houses. We got a little Jeep driving down the road. Then up here we have again more houses, more pedestrians. And then we have a house with Mustangs. We'll get more to that later. We have an elevator. Again, we'll get more to that later. Then we have an end of a roadblock, and here we have a path of trees. So if we're just gonna go through here and show you. So that tree you see up there is the biggest tree on our island, and it's just the biggest tree on our island. So we figured there's a path leading up to it. There's a guy right there.
If you're able to see him.
Up there is an eggplant, which is the main predator of our island. Don't ask us why.
We'll get to that
in the desert scene.
Yeah,
in the desert scene. In the next scene, we'll get to that.
So now we're gonna go back, and then
we're gonna make our way to the elevator,
which
takes you up. It's an elevator.
And then we'll get up there soon.
It takes about 15 seconds to go up, so. And we would have to delete that house to make it go straight up, so we just figured, oh well, we can just move along with it, right?
Yeah. And then
up here we have our dice, one of our many dice.
And then here we are.
Oh, okay. So that building right there is the Capitol. The president lives at the very top, and there's the president right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's like right in front of the big building.
Right up there is where the president lives, and then
very top.
We're gonna go over to here, where the main working place is.
And we actually have a bank with a working vault.
We're right next to that.
Yeah, it's right in one of these buildings, but
it's the one right there, where it's the gray one.
It's the gray one.
And then
there's a clock tower
that we
is
built.
The tallest building in all of D&D Island.
And then there's a school
right there. This little building, this short one here.
Yeah.
And we should have lowered the streets, but we didn't have time to. So this is really cool coming up. Watch this. So you can actually add interactions where you can make things fly, or you can make things move when you press a certain thing, and they move to a certain place.
For ours, we just made this plane come in and just
land at our airport. Yeah.
And yeah, that's the first part of our island. Now we're going to get to this part.
This is our desert scene. So this is a cave. D&D Island animals. Animals in the desert believe in the camel god. So only the camel god can go out the main entrance. Here's a back entrance that other people can go out.
Here's a little preview of the camel god right up there.
Yeah, that's the camel god. So rumor has it every day before a full moon, the camel god descends and gives the animals messages, tells them basically how to live.
And then we got the groups over here. This is the only way that they are able to live, like, come together peacefully.
In peace, yeah.
So that they aren't fighting. There's different groups that are all grouped together. There's the elephants, giraffes, hippos. Coming up, there's
There's the camel god again.
Here's the big elephant group.
More elephants.
And then here's a group of lionesses. And then just a little baby cub.
Now here's our field of cacti,
which is the only field.
These are the only cacti we have in D&D Island for some reason, even though we have a desert. So coming up, we have giraffes eating from the tree. So we'll get to that soon. But there's a bigger view of the cave. So the camel god is supposed to descend down into the cave and then come out through that tiny entrance.
And then here we've got the giraffes eating from a tree. So you can see here there's babies and then there's the mother. We'll leave them to eat peacefully. And there's eggplants, which are the main predator, because don't ask us, it's just what we did.
We just needed something other than dragons, which dragons are the main predators, but eggplants are like the second predators, and they are also considered the evil gods of D&D Island.
And then here, coming up, we've got a lion, a small family of lions, just
hunting
for these elephants.
They're probably going to take down the baby if they can.
Because look at the tusks on that thing.
Yeah, they're not going to go over the full-grown elephant. Well, maybe they will, but...
And then up here, you can see a little bit inside of it.
So, here's the thing. This is kind of like a cave, but on the back side, you can see everything of the cave, the inside of the cave. It's kind of interesting. It's something that we have on D&D Island that is unique to our island.
Yes.
So that pretty much wraps up our D&D Island. And in case you were wondering, for scale, all of D&D Island is shaped like the D&D symbol.